Alrighty, what's up, folks? My name is Melvin, and welcome. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you well. I I just want to talk about this because it seemed interesting to me, so I want to talk about it. 3M paying $4.7 million per week in costs associated with earplug hearing loss lawsuit. So, kind of what this is telling me is they would rather pay the money to show good face rather than admit fault and pay what they owe. Um, 200,000 is a lot, but 4.7 million a week. Like, how many weeks does that take to be a lot of money? I mean, I guess they have 5 million a week to spend, which is it's still insane that a company just has those funds. But man, they just want to show good face. They want to win this. So let's read a little bit and continue. According to recent bankruptcy court filings, 3M Company has incurred more than 450 million in legal costs associated with defending thousands of earplug hearing loss lawsuits being pursued by veterans. So they had a military contract to make earplugs specifically for the veterans, and they are claiming that they were faulty, that they weren't designed for the type of situations that they claimed. And rather than negotiating settlements acceptable to plaintiffs, the company continued to incur an average of about 4.7 million per week over much of last year, pursuing legal strategies which have recently been described as brazen abuse of the litigation process. More than 230,000 U.S. veterans are currently pursuing a product liability lawsuits against 3M and its Aereo Technology subsidiaries after being left with hearing loss or tinnitus following military service, where they were provided 3M combat arms earplugs as standard issue equipment before deployments between 2004 and 2015. Plaintiffs allege the earplugs were sold to the U.S. government with a known design defect, which left veterans without adequate ear protectors during combat and training exercises. So, this is no joke. This is permanent damage. And not only that, it's permanent damage to our veterans, ones who are working really, really, really difficult jobs. Like, if I ever heard that, the military was going into um, def- um, like poorly designed submarines or something like that, I would be extremely pissed off. I would be so, so mad. But I think they take submarines seriously. I don't know why they didn't take earplugs seriously. Hearing loss ain't a joke. Plaintiffs allege the earplugs were sold to the U.S. government with a known defect, which left veterans without adequate. Okay, I already read that part. The Combat Arms earplugs version 2 were initially developed by Aero Technologies, which was acquired by 3M Company in 2008, and the entire Aero hearing protection business was upstreamed into 3M, which continued to market and sell the defective earplugs to the U.S. government without disclosing known problems that caused them to commonly fall out of the ear canal. Whoa, man, that's crazy. Falling out? I was reading the comments on the video that I saw. It was like a CNBC video, and he was saying how, when the earplugs didn't work properly, it felt like a dagger in your ear. Like that is just so much pain. That is insane. Given common questions of fact and law raised in the litigation, all lawsuits over hearing loss caused by the military earplugs have been centralized for the past 3.5 years before U.S. District Judge Casey Rogers in the Northern District of Florida as part of an MDL or multi district litigation. Defense costs do not include $300 million in jury verdicts being appealed. Huh. Interesting. So I just it's insane. Just I feel like corporations are now getting a much tougher time. Like they're paying for the damages that are being done. I'm kind of seeing more of that. Because I think just we all agree that we just hate corporations. You know, like I don't know if you're seeing the what's going on with Starbucks and what's going on with TikTok. Like we're taking. corporations way more seriously now than we have ever before. So that's a huge win. That is a positive. But there's still a lot more to go. We need to start feeling like in America that we have more of a say, we have more of a do, like we have more independence because we just can't live in this type of system for much longer. You know? Like it's just really, really not fair for the people who are at the bottom. Like there's just no opportunity for a chance for a break, you know? For certain people, sorry, like for certain people, it feels like they're in a prison as well. And I'm sure that's how a lot of veterans feel. That, they went to serve and now they're burdened with like, health problems, mental health problems, like a job giving you mental health problems. I don't know. We're not taking that lightly anymore. We're taking that more seriously now. And I'm glad for that. So I'm hoping that bringing up these articles, talking about them, like I hope that's like more cool. That's more of a whoa, awesome! I just found out. I just found this out. Like oh, like there are certain things we can do to better the country we live in. Like that should just be a cooler thing to learn about, to do. Have more of a responsibility, especially since now there are more people than ever going online. Like there are more people ever trying to start dialogue. Even if it's not the best way to start dialogue, there's more people doing it now. So, let's have a say. Let's have a say. Let's say no, like we don't want to be abused by corporations anymore. If I'm a veteran, if I'm in the military, if I'm active military and I want to serve, I also want to know that who I'm working for is going to try to take care of me as best as possible. Yes, even for the military. It's a very, very risky job. We know it, we're aware about it, but we want to protect human beings. Human beings are valuable. They're way too valuable. We can't take a risk on them. So I hope corporations are going to start to realize that more because that's a serious responsibility. All right. Thank you so much, folks, for listening. You guys take care. Have a good one.